A stunning announcement from Merck sends the stock plunging. We'll see what the decision to pull Vioxx off the market means for Merck's financial health. Last month, Americans shopped, but they didn't drop so much money. We'll read into the latest on consumer spending and income. And is steel the way to go if you want to add support to your stock's portfolio? We'll test the sector's mettle.
Gang, I'm Ali Velshi.
And I'm Regina Lewis. And if you're Pfizer, you start running those Celebrex ads like crazy.
Unbelievable.
And they spend a fortune on advertising and marketing this, and Fred's going to talk to us about that a little bit later. Now a check on some stories making headlines outside the business world. At least 40 people are dead in 3 separate explosions in Baghdad, including many children. For more on Imagistics International, let's bring in the company's chairman and CEO, Mark Prozwowski. Thanks for being here. Important to like the copy guy. You see him a lot, but let me ask you this. What are the margins on that? When that guy shows up, do you make or lose money on that day?
We make money. We do not manufacture the product.
But you do direct sell them, right?
We direct sell them.
Did you get a chance to watch some of that debate?
Absolutely. I thought Kerry hit it out of the park.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny because the expectations are different. The one thing that I think George Bush has accomplished quite effectively is that for whatever you like him or don't like him for, that's not his forte.
Yeah, but man, you're president. You got to do better than that. What's awkward is they don't look at each other.
Looking like this the whole time.
So,
can you imagine if we anchored the show doing that?
Yeah.
That's just
nuclear
awkward.
proliferation.
They seem to want to get into it a little bit. Like they seem to themselves feel like engaging each other a little bit.
They did it at the end when they talked about their families. Your daughters have been nice to my daughters. I thank you for that.
It was civil.
It was civil. Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people are going to watch number 2 and number 3 because they were really different. I mean, suddenly you have 2 choices.
Right.
What really Kerry got out of it is people who were going to vote for Kerry, but were sort of like, You know, Kerry haters for Kerry are now really fired up this morning. We learned this week with the Merck news, it's not over till it's over. But I was struck by the fact that when you started this trial, this isn't even what you were looking for. You must have been pretty excited when you found it. What do you think the target market is for this?
Well, the opportunity for an atherosclerosis drug is quite large.
All right, let's talk about what happens next. You've started phase 3 trials. What are the big hurdles ahead?
Well, a very important one is reporting out the final results of this study.
Doctor, obviously a lot of people would love to see that happen. Competition, people aren't just going to watch you be successful at this. What do you envision there?
We'd anticipate that we'd see follow-on competition.
Barry, I'll take care of this. I'll keep this in check. You get to go. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks.
Folks, we are going to Marcia Stewart live. We told you about this press conference. Here she is. Obviously, she's saying, I just have to put this behind me.
For some reason, it was believable to me.
Strong move and interesting. Almost nobody does that. Almost nobody goes before they have to. Buyers keepers, my friends. The idea that the next time you go to return something, you might actually be turned down. Here's why. In the name of research, I did a little shopping. You could be blacklisted for being what they call a serial returner. A whole chapter on nice girls don't ask. The downside of being overly assertive.
Is being called something.
Yeah, that. And the likability factor.
You mean, of course.
Love the bow tie.
Thank you.
Let's look.
Sort of like Tucker Carlson's better looking older
Yeah, you
brother.
know, it wasn't lost on us, believe me. You see them in the magazines. They're purple, they're suede, they're gorgeous, but they're $600. It's about $100 a month. For whatever purse you want, very high-end purse. And they have other tiers should you not want to be the full diva, but that, of course, is where the value is, the Prada.
I see. Well, that's it for the flip side.
There are things like people who are bullying your kids on the internet. There are websites, I didn't realize this, that are encouraging kids to starve themselves, and they're even being stalked over the internet.
Regina, what can parents do? Because I know their parents, they're sitting in outrage right now. Their kid suffering this way. What should they do?
Yeah, mean gets meaner. Because of the anonymity, you guys don't look like you'd be bullied. And also, it's interesting, before you think, oh, that's not my kid, my child wouldn't do that. Interestingly, sometimes nice kids do this because it's anonymous, they feel more empowered at the computer. So at the next PTA meeting at your school, make sure your school has guidelines around this. You guys and your parents tried to go to the school and had no luck. Instead of trying to block all the bad guys, and Star, I think this was your point, there's something called whitelisting.
Yes.
Make a list. Who are your real friends? Who do you want to be able to have get in touch with you? Everybody else can't get through.
What's the buzz with rappers 50 Cent in the game?
Well, nothing fuels online traffic like a little controversy. Apparently, it's not bad for record sales either. This week, rapper 50 Cent scored an online trifecta. Why are you doing digital photography if you're not sharing it?
Okay, will you come over to my house and get this all taken care of?